Dale.
Oye, no se oye nada del carbón. Have you got any news about it?
He was on
There's that young man,
there he is,
Hey.
all the way from Chicago.
and you're not gonna get to walk in like a big movie star today.
Oh my
You're
God.
gonna have to sit at the
back up,
table
go
like
back
all
in.
the other
Oh
peons.
man.
There.
C'est la vie. C'est la vie.
Yeah, Edward Coronado.
Nice poster.
Edward Coronado. C'est la vie.
Oh, sure with you?
No. Edward Coronado is the one that runs the C'est la vie band.
Tel Aviv, man.
He's had that band for a while, right?
Yeah, a long time. They used to play at Dadio's on Friday night.
Edward is a good
Frank
musician.
Gomez was with
I
him.
like it cuando va Edward porque pone trumpets
Oh,
and French
music,
horns,
keyboard, and
trombone
everything.
and saxes. It looks like a music store. There are like about 7 or 8 instruments. Gee, wow.
It's good, man. You know what he tells me?
And he can play them all too.
It's a
Yeah.
buffet.
And you know what he tells me? He says, Eddie, you were my idol. I was like, gee, I'm gonna go. Oh yeah, bro.
I work with C'est la vie for quite a while.
Yeah, you played like 9 instruments. I played one, and congas and drums, and then I'm your idol.
But he's good. Okay, here we go. You better have information about O'Rourke and Castro. And I'm depending on you to come through.
Right.
I was really.
All right, here we go. Amigos, welcome to the Fiesta Musical TV show. My name is ISIDORO Lopez, together with my right-hand man, Mr. Larry AMaro, right next to me.
Hello, good
And
people.
then that gentleman right next to him is Mr. TExasdude, better known as Mr. Eddie Nunez, well known in the Tejano community.
Thank you.
Today is June the 30th, 2019, the last day of the month, if I'm not mistaken, right?
That's
You're not
correct.
mistaken.
Okay. Did everybody have a good weekend?
Pretty good, yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Went out and did a few things.
Okay. Eddie, you were out in Corpus, right? You were telling me?
I was at Corpus last weekend.
Okay,
Yes, sir. I
okay.
was down there I went down there for a family event.
Okay,
And
okay.
it was really nice, and I got to tune in to some of the radio stations down there.
Well, good. I'm going to get you to tell us all about that. In the meantime, I want to send
Yes, sir.
saludos to everybody that's watching us. Un saludo para todos nuestros finos y fieles amigos. Thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate it. And a lot of times people say, well, I saw you, I was at the hospital having this or that. Also, a lot of people say they see us on the internet. While we're at it, Larry, you haven't given an update. Give everybody an update of how they can tune into Fiesta Musical.
Yes.
Sundays from 11 to 12.
Of
Take
course.
it from there.
The new hot technology with the smart TVs. You can have us on Apple TV or also on one of the other devices
Okay.
that can bring up different channels. And by the way, you know, without cable, there's golly so many channels out there on TV.
Is that what
And
they
of
call
course,
streaming?
now on the internet,
Okay.
that is streaming.
Okay.
And so you can go to Austin Public TV and just search for that and you'll find this channel.
Okay. All right, before we get into announcements, I want to say that we have some events that are coming up. Christian, if you'll do me the honors, let's get that Siempre Amigos. They've got a big event today. Okay, whoever's got the better eyes, go for it.
Well, I can see the big letters.
Okay. We may have
I'll
to,
take the big letters so you guys say
Eddie,
the
we
small
may have
letters.
to start doing this show with Braille. You think?
I'll get it. Go for it, Larry.
Okay.
Time, bro.
Okay,
Man.
all right, folks. That poster you see right in front of your screen, of course, that's a big fundraiser by Siempre Amigos, Inc. They're having the Summer Scholarship Dance today, as a matter of fact, from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. And this will be at the Onion Creek Ballroom. That's a great, fantastic place to go
Yes,
to.
it is.
In case you haven't gone, you should check it out. And if you have gone, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, that's at 9941 Old Lockhart Highway here in Austin. Music by Los Marceles. And so you can go out there and support a good cause.
And by the
Remember
way,
this?
Marcellus is the video that we're going to be showing today.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, fantastic.
So we're going to be showing them in case they want to go see them in person. We will show them. What's unique about this conjunto, I've heard them. It's a good conjunto. What's unique about them, everybody comments on it, that the guy that plays accordion, he's the lead singer, and he sounds just like exactly como Agustin Ramirez.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
imagine Agustin with a conjunto backing him, and there you go.
Okay.
So
So
these guys are real good.
this is today, coming up in just a little while. You can call Margie Mercado at that number The bottom 512, 443-6953. Again, that's 443-6953. Or Lupe Mendoza, 512-243-1497. Again, 243-1497.
And this is a tardeada, is that correct, Larry?
Yes, in the
Okay,
afternoon.
okay, from 2 to 6, and the doors open at 1 o'clock. So we want to let everybody know about that. And also, okay, Christian, let's show the other poster, something that's coming up. Eddie, you can tell us about this next one.
Okay.
Okay, Christian is going to it right now. Christian is the one that handles all these posters. Okay, Eddie. you
Okay,
got
this
it.
one's gonna be July 7th, 6 to 8 p.m. There'll be a.
Which is next Sunday.
Yes, next Sunday. There'll be another tardeada. That'll be every first Sunday of the month, presented by Rancho Alegre, and there'll be the Los AT Boys con Rafael and Paco Rodriguez.
Okay.
And that's a fantastic band. And they'll be at 1509 South Lamar, Austin, Texas. And for information, call 512-609-9208 or ranchoalegre.org. The doors open at 5:30 and it starts at 6 to 8, be 2-hour tardeada, and that should be a real good one because AT Boys are always put on an excellent show.
I think
Beautiful poster.
they're at the one-to-one bar. They've been doing mostly conjuntos. But those of y'all that are familiar with the bands from Austin, Los AT Boys is actually a Tejano band, right?
Yes, sir. They've been the Tejano band. They're kind of going
It
on.
used to be called Paco Rodriguez's Orquesta, and then they went to the AT Boys.
Yeah, Paco started the group years ago, and then his sons grew up. They took over the band, and then now they're turning it, man. They play everything.
Well, you and Paco playing together when both of y'all andaban con Alfonso
We were with
Ramos.
Alfonso together, yes, and he used to write songs, and we get together, and he's still, Paco's a songwriter, and he's really good. He's been around forever.
Paco's been at it for a long time. He's got a beautiful family, his wife, his kids. I've been to their house several times. They've invited me. So we want to send a big shout out to the Rodriguez family and let everybody know that next Saturday, no, next Sunday, ¿verdad?
Sunday, yes, sir.
On the
6 to
7th,
8.
they're gonna
July
be at the
7th.
one-to-one bar, 1509 South Lamar. Okay, and you've also got something going on next Sunday. Are you gonna tell us about it? Or we're gonna put that poster up on the board? Something about Jess Lopez.
Okay, that's Jess Lopez, that's gonna be.
Since we're
at,
talking about next Sunday.
Yes, sir, be on Texas Club. That's gonna be out there on Burleson Road.
Okay?
And Jess Lopez is gonna be there with the Funky Monkeys. Also Frank Gomez will be there, be at the Texas Bar and Grill.
Why don't you turn that thing, or does it have a price on it?
No, sir, no
Okay.
price.
Why don't you turn it around, Christian, see if he can come on in. This is also happening next Sunday, and maybe he can come in with a camera for a close-up while you tell him about what's going on.
Okay, it's gonna be at the Texas Bar and Grill, July the 7th, Sunday, otra tarea, it'll be from 4 to 8, with those with those Funky Monkeys, Jess Lopez, Frank Gomez, 4914 Burleson Road.
Okay?
And
Love that name.
And the name of the club is what?
Texas Bar and Grill.
Texas Bar and Grill. Looks like they're gonna have,
Texas Club Bar and Grill.
right, they're gonna have some good music there. Jess Lopez. I think all those guys there have been around in the Tejano industry for quite a while, so I know they're gonna have good music. So it looks like next Sunday is gonna be the day to go out, take your wife out, y'all go out there dinner day, right?
Yes,
Ya pa en
sir.
la noche, they be back home, right?
It'll be on a Sunday, so the next day you gotta go to work, so
Okay, okay.
you won't be too messed up.
Okay,
Never
before we get into the politics, Larry's gonna bring us up to date. Eddie, why don't you let us have a little bit more of the news of what's going on?
Okay, I
We've
just-
already done the posters, we told people about next Sunday, so let's go now and give them some news about the hillside, that's the first thing
Yes,
coming
sir,
up, right?
I got a lot of little stuff going on for the following week that's coming up. And first thing that we're gonna bring, of course, July the 2nd, to the hillside at the Pan American Recreation Center, which is at 2100 East 3rd Street. I believe everybody knows where it is.
Yes.
But they're gonna have 4 weeks in a row of entertainment there, and each day starts at, it starts at 7 till 10 o'clock. And the
Okay.
first week, I'm just gonna announce the first week,
Okay.
which is, they're gonna have Caitlin Rose Perez, they're gonna have Aaron Navarro, and the headliner is gonna be David Matis. And that's this coming Tuesday, from 7 to 10. Get there early, bring your lawn chairs, your umbrella, and whatever, it's gonna be hot and whatever it's gonna be. And that's this coming Tuesday. Then the next day, on Wednesday, is gonna be my favorite event. It's gonna be, Stephanie Montiel. She's gonna be at the rail house in Kyle. downtown Kyle, 107 East Center Street, Kyle, Texas. If you need information, it's 512-268-7245. And that's Stephanie Montiel. She's also gonna be there with Broken Arrow. And also her husband, which is Gabe Zavala. Now Gabe, he's starting his own little thing on the side. And he records some of his own songs, which are been very, 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 very hits.
What club is this now?
It's called the Rail House down in Kyle, Texas.
In Kyle, Texas, and what are the hours on that?
The hours are like from 7 to midnight.
Okay.
So that's.
And I'm sure they're gonna have a cover charge, but we're not allowed to talk about that, right?
We're not gonna talk about that.
All right, let me ask you this, we're skirting around the issue. How about July the 4th? Is there anything heavy Tejano style coming down for July the 4th, either here in Austin or close by?
Well, July the 4th is gonna be Frontier Days in Round Rock,
Okay.
Round Rock, Texas. Now, that's gonna be another all-day event. That's gonna start at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
They're gonna have parades, they're gonna have all kinds of entertainments, they're gonna have bands, they're gonna have folklorico dancers, they're gonna have the Round Rock folkloricos there. And it's gonna be an all-day thing. It's gonna be on Main Street, and it's gonna go downtown. They don't have all the bands that they're gonna be playing they didn't put it out. But they're gonna have anything and everything. They're gonna have the air balloons,
Okay.
the slides, for the kids.
And I would imagine Round Rock gonna do it right, they're gonna have food booths and
Everything.
beverage booths, the whole thing, right?
They're gonna,
So
and then,
family type event.
yes.
And there will be a charge for that, Eddie?
No, I don't see any cost for any of this. And then, in La Noche, when it gets dark, they're gonna have fireworks there also, which is gonna be another great thing. And then the following day, on July the 5th in San Antonio, Texas, I get a lot of followers from San Antonio on my Facebook page, Edward Nunez, and they're gonna have what's called a Slack Monster presents the first annual July Bash. It's July the 5th, and that's gonna be at 2707 Lasses Boulevard in San Antonio, Texas, called a City-Based Sports Bar. And they're gonna have Texas Latino, they're gonna have Shelly Lares, Devin Banda, Super Sueño, Elisa Sainz, and Joey Martinez. And there's gonna be a cover on that one, but it's very, very minimal. But that's gonna be July the 5th in San Antonio, Texas. All of those from San Antonio that are watching in, that's gonna be a good event for July the 5th, the day after.
And what club?
This is called City-Based Sports Bar
Okay.
in San Antonio, Texas.
What's the address on that?
That address is 2707 Lasses, Lasses Boulevard, San Antonio, Texas.
Okay.
And then that's all I have this week that's coming up.
Okay.
Then I have one in September. I thought I'd mention. It's called Noche de Mariachi. It's going to be at the H&H Ballroom. That's September the 1st. There are going to be 5 mariachis there, and that was the charge for that. That's on Brant Road, 4404 Brant Road, and that's going to be from 5 to 10:30 at night. And that's gives you a head up on that, because you can go to eventbrite.com to buy your tickets, because there's going to be some classy mariachis there that evening. And those of y'all that like the mariachi, I'm sure it's going to be a full house. Okay, it's going to. Anyway, it's going. That's
Usually when you have a
September
mariachi presentation, there's a lot of people that show up, people that just want to go and sit down and listen. Because mariachi music is real popular right now. You know?
Oh, yeah, it pega, man. Everywhere you go, you're gonna hear mariachis, Sweet 15.
All right, you mentioned something about Santana last time you were here. You still got that one on Santana?
Yeah,
Is it
Santana's
with the Dooley
gonna,
Brothers?
July the 9th, that's gonna be at the amphitheater, and that's gonna be in the evening, and you can buy the tickets also online. You can find the amphitheater, you can look it up, you can Google amphitheater, you can Google Santana, you can go and all that, you can find the tickets. The
Okay.
tickets are pretty minimum. They do go high, but if that's where the VIP, if you wanna be right up in front, and all that.
Okay,
And
the
then,
amphitheater, that's what they call the Circuit of the Americas.
yes, sir, Circuit
Where they have
Americas
car racing out there,
amphitheater.
right?
Yeah, they have a theater there, and they have they start from way in the back where you sit on the grass, then it goes all the way up to the front of the stage,
Okay.
whichever. So and then you still get to see the big screens and all that.
Okay.
So it's gonna be an awesome
And
Right.
the
event.
Doobie Brothers come along with that.
Oh, they're fantastic. Dooley
Yeah,
Brothers,
Doobie,
they've
Doobie,
always had
Doobie,
fantastic.
Doobie, Doobie, Doobie.
Okay, Eddie, you said you were in Corpus Christi last week. I think it's a beautiful town. I've been there several times. Tell us a little bit, whether it was music related or not, tell us a little bit about what you saw.
And
while you were there.
Corpus was, it was very windy and everything that day. I didn't get to run around a whole lot, but I was listening to a lot of the radio stations. They got 2 or 3 FM stations there, 92.1, 94.3, and 102.1, I believe it is. And they were really putting out the Tejano music, the oldies and a lot of the newer music. And there's a lot of events going around in Corpus Christi, and then they usually announce from Corpus all the way down to the valley, you know. So they're pretty tight down there, and I was really impressed with a lot of the stations they have down there. And I did pick up San Antonio. San Antonio has a new station called 98.9 in San Antonio, but I didn't catch that till I got to New Braunfels, and then I took it all the way down to almost to where you cut off to go to Alice.
Okay.
And that's a good station also. Lopez family runs that.
Okay.
But I also went to go see the Selena statue and the grave and the museum and all that. And that's pretty impressive, you know.
Corpus Christi area has got a lot of stuff that you can go visit, a lot of stuff you want to go take pictures, video, whatever. Plus now with that Selena, La Feria de la Flor, I think that's what they call it, right? Fiesta
Yes.
de la Flor, one of them. Every year they're doing real good.
Yeah, that's down on the beach area, I believe. And yeah, you can see where they set everything up. And I don't know when it's coming up again, but I know last year was a big hit.
Corpus has always been a big Tejano town, right, Eddie?
Yes, sir. Other
Cuando andabas con Alfonso, did you used to
Oh,
hit
yeah, we
Corpus?
used to play there at the Coliseum and the Auditorium, and then 6 Points, they used to have a place there called the Carousel Lounge, and they had dances there on Sundays. We do some dances here, and then we go down there on
And
Sundays.
they've got their own award show. I'm trying to think, ¿cómo se llamaba the award show they had in Corpus? Based in Corpus. Was that the Mike Chavez Award, or was it another award that I'm thinking about?
I don't-
Mike Chavez had an award show there también. Anyhow, like I said, Corpus Christi is very prominent in the Tejano music industry, and want to make sure that we give them their due, pay our respects to them. Okay, it's time to get into politics. Larry, they had 2 big Democratic debates, Wednesday night and Thursday night. I couldn't see it Wednesday, I was tied up, but I saw Thursday. Tell me what you think about it, because I think you are more into politics than I am. Though I enjoy looking at it and listening, tell us your overview about both nights.
Oh, okay. This is 2 great nights
Okay.
because you had.
Julian Castro
Ken-
was there Wednesday, right?
Yes,
Okay.
he was. The second night, and it was great because you saw all these Democrats up there that are running, and they each have their positive aspects. The second night there was, I forgot her name. There was a poet writer
Okay.
that she was kind of fish out of sea because she was just talking about love, which is fine,
Okay.
but it's not politics. I mean, it's not the real world.
Okay.
And so that's one minus I took from it. But so there were some good moments. I mean, on the first night.
Who was impressive Wednesday night? You saw both nights, right?
Yes,
Okay.
both
Who
nights.
was impressive Wednesday night?
Let's see, who might have been
Because Castro's getting a lot of airplay, a lot of publicity.
well, Castro.
And I didn't see Wednesday, so I don't know.
Castro was good because he looked like he was very knowledgeable. I mean, and as a matter of fact, one of the questions he asked Beto O'Rourke was something like, "Hey, didn't you do your homework?" Because they were talking about immigration and the laws of immigration.
So
And Beto O'Rourke
he
trying to bring
he
a
was
new law.
assertive.
He was he was assertive, not to the point of being mean, just a matter of fact assertive.
Right.
I mean, this is the way it is. Don't you understand? That's the way it is. So anyway, that type of assertiveness, that he knew what he was talking about. So he stood out. Now Biden was attacked
On
by
Thursday.
Kamala Harris.
Okay.
She didn't really attack him in a mean-spirited way, but she just pointed out, hey, look, this is what you said, and you should say you're sorry, that type of thing, like, hey, you made a big mistake, and you haven't apologized for it, and you should, why haven't you, that type of coming down at him.
Did he handle it well or not?
Not really, because, this is the reason why, because he had a look of being guilty of something. He was just looking down, like, hey, look, I didn't mean it, I'm sorry, what can I do?
His body
It's
language
too
betrayed
late.
him, right?
Yes, it's too late
Okay.
to do anything about it, it's done. So, in that respect, he didn't really, come across very well. However, remember, this is just the first debate.
Right.
And the others were attacking Biden because he's far ahead of everyone else. So he'll have his moments coming up.
Okay.
So right now, Biden, Harris, Castro,
How did the women do on both nights?
Bernie.
Because they had 6
did
women,
as well.
right? Total of 6 women.
Did great except for the poet. I thought that they came across very good in terms of intelligence, how they were bringing their points across.
How about
They
subject
were
matter?
ready.
Subject matter.
They were ready in their subject matter. They were knowledgeable. They knew what they were talking about. They came, overall, they were really good. Because Trump is the president and he's running again, this is my male biased chauvinistic view, I think, that I'm gonna say. I think that the white people that are for Trump will be swayed a little bit easier if there's a male that can top Trump. I hate to say that, but that tells you the type of country that we are as a whole, that the reason Trump is there is because of the people that elected him. And those are the type of people that had the edge. Remember, though, that Trump did not get the majority of the vote. He should have lost by 3 million if we didn't have the electoral college.
Okay.
And so, if not for that, he wouldn't be there. But be that as it may, we do have it. We do have the electoral college,
Did they
and
talk
that's
about-
what we have to face up to.
Let me ask you this, did they talk about the immigration issue? Did they talk about the border issue, the people locked up in cages?
Yes, they did.
And
But
they've had kids dying out there, right?
yes, they did, but not enough.
Okay.
Because they were going through so many subjects, from subject to subject matter. And so there was very little time, and just a minute and a half, what can you say in a minute and a half? And then even if you have a half a minute rebuttal, it's very little time to say much. But there were a few good points made across by different candidates. So it was really a great night for people that either just are into politics, or if they care about what's happening and they're not satisfied. For instance, immigration is the hot issue today. If they tuned in, I think it was both nights were really good.
Okay, let me throw something at you from left field. I was reading about it where they're gonna come up with a Selena program for TV, like a series. Have you heard anything about that? You got anything
I don't
to
have
report
any
about that?
details on that,
Neither you or Eddie?
but I have heard, I know that's in the works.
Eddie, you heard anything?
I haven't heard anything on that. I wasn't able to talk to too many people to work with, but, I heard some people talking about it on the radio, but, no, I don't know any details. I'll look it
Yeah,
up.
I remember reading that they were looking for the actors auditioning for the different parts and that. And so, they're gonna be new people, just like in the movie Selena, there are some new people up there that came across really well. And so it's a nationwide search.
All right, let me ask you something, let me ask both of y'all something that I don't think we've talked about it. I don't think we've talked about it at all, and if we have talked about it, very little. What's going on as far as the soccer scene? Are we progressing? Is it stagnant? Or what have you got to
You
report
talking about
about?
FIFA, world stage, or Austin?
Yeah, are we supposed to have something here in Austin?
Yeah.
That belongs to Austin, Texas?
Yes, we already have one semi-pro team
Okay.
that plays down at the Circuit of the Americas. So that's one, but the big one, the one that's.
The one they call Bold,
the-
Bold,
the pro team is coming to town. Of course, they're going forward with building a new stadium, which is by the, not Arboretum, the Domain up in
Okay.
North Austin. So that's being built. And so there's lots and lots of talk of that. Those people that love soccer, I mean, they just can't wait for that to be ready.
Eddie, are you a soccer fan?
Not really.
Okay, that's good.
I heard a lot of talk about it. The main thing I heard is the city council can't agree on anything. There's a lot of people that are against it that are on the city council.
Mm-hmm.
And every time they have talks about it, somebody always tries to delay it, or I was watching it one
Postpone
time,
it.
and they were delaying the people that gonna put the money up and for the soccer field and everything. They have certain permits or certain this and certain that. And, there was one lady that was constantly, delaying everything, so they have to keep, I think one day they went like at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, and, I'm sure eventually it's gonna go through, but, cause I believe they have it, it's gonna be on the Palmer Lane somewhere.
It's up by Burnett Road and close to Palmer.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well,
Domain.
I think soccer for Austin, Texas, I think it's a done deal.
Yeah,
I think
it is.
they just have to go through the mechanics of it to get it moving and get it going, get the momentum going. But as far as it being decided if we're gonna have it or not, I think that's a done deal. I think we are.
Yeah, that is a done deal, and they're going through with building the stadium. But for one thing that's interesting about Austin is that in television, Austin is at the top of viewership for soccer, which is amazing to me because when I was growing up, it wasn't a big deal at all. I mean, as a matter of fact, I think I had just one semester in, not even a semester, but 1/3 of the school year in 7th grade to practice soccer. That was it.
Mijo, it's been a long time since you were in the 7th grade, mijo.
Just a little bit, but then on the other side, comparing it to my nephews,
Yes.
now they played soccer all the time,
Okay.
and so we made a big shift from no soccer to lots of soccer,
Okay.
and the television ratings show that, and that's the reason why the pro teams wanted to come here to Austin because of that fact.
I believe here in Austin, Texas, soccer will become a big deal. I really do. I think it's gonna become a big sport, and I think having soccer available in Austin, Texas, is gonna bring a lot more people to visit, like the tourism industry, and it's gonna bring a lot more money to Austin. For the restaurants, for the hotels, for the car rentals, on and on and on, I think. But of course, we have to put up with the headaches that come with it. More people,
We already
more traffic,
getting
right.
upset.
There's a lot of protesters that where they're building it.
Mhm.
When I was watching the debates on it and stuff, they have trails out there,
Right.
walking trails, this and that and the other. They're all wanting to know, because they want to close a lot of those things that are out there. And,
Yeah, it was a
that
big
was one of-
controversy,
Yeah,
yeah.
and that was one of I think once all that clears up, it should go, pretty smooth.
Again, want to remind everybody you're watching Fiesta Musical. This is a music show, but since we live in a community that's very active politically, we have a lot of government headquarters here in Austin, Texas. There's a lot of state headquarters here in Austin, Texas. There's a lot of federal work going on here in Austin, Texas. That's why we concentrate and focus on other stuff besides music. So we give you the announcements. I know a lot of people would want nothing but 1 hour of solid music. And I think we've done that in the past. With that, Larry, we've done nothing but music. But I feel like occasionally y'all need to know what's going on. You got to know what's going on in the world around you so it doesn't sneak up on you. All of a sudden, we're at war with somebody else and everybody say, what happened? I didn't know that was going on. That's, anyhow. So this is Fiesta Musical every Sunday from 11 to 12 on Channel 10. At one time we were another channel, but now we are on Channel 10. We invite you to be with us semana tras semana. Gracias a todos ustedes por estar en sintonía. Today's video feature is going to be Los Marceles. We want to remind you, Los Marceles is a really popular conjunto. They're going to be making a presentation today from 2 to 6 at the at the Onion Creek Ballroom from 2 to 6. It's a tardeada being sponsored by the Siempre Amigos organization. If you want more information about them, whether they got food, park, and blah, 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 just call area code 512, phone number 243-1497. There will be somebody there to give you information. Eddie, you got anything you want to add before we give it to the
I
video?
got a couple of things here, if it's okay to.
Go for it.
Yeah, I want to announce they're going to have a West Texas blowout. It's going to be in Midland, Texas. And the only reason I'm mentioning this is because I have people that are tuning in from Midland and West Texas, and they're going to have a big, and a lot of people that were in Austin that went to this thing last year. And it's going to be at the Cimarex Pavilion, and it's at 5514 Champions Drive in Midland, Texas. And the website is www.westtexasblowout.com. They're going to have about 10 groups there. And last year was a huge success. And this year they're having Alia Reina, Stephanie Montiel, Lucky Joe, Los Desperados, La Calma, the Crazy Pimps, the La 45, and Chente Barrera is going to be with there, and David Mares. And then another group called Super Sueño, and all these groups are going to be there, and that's going to be July the 20th and that should be a huge event. And like I said, there's a lot of people from Austin that went there,
Okay.
and there's people that are tuning in. The other thing I have that's pretty interesting to me, and because I have a lot of people that check
Show
me
them the
out
poster so they'll know who we're talking about. A lot of people may not
from
remember.
California,
Christian, see if you can come in on a close-up.
and
This is Danny Trejo. He's a gentleman that has been a star, several movies. He always comes out like a villain. He did some movies called Machete and Machete 2 or something
Yeah,
like that.
That kills.
Yeah, Machete Kill. So that's Danny Trejo.
anyway, Danny.
What's the news about him?
Danny is getting into the music
Okay.
business
Okay.
now. He has his own. It's called Chicano Soul Volume 1 that he put out. And it came out on Facebook, came out on several different things, and he's trying to promote Chicano music, what he calls Chicano music, Tejano music, and stuff like that. He's got his own label now, it's Trejo Music, and he's trying to get people to record on his label. And he has different websites, which is ChicanoSoul.com. He's got TrejoMusic.com, and he has several .coms that he can have here. If you need any information, you can look him up on it's because Chicano Soul Music Volume 1.com. It's got TrejoMusic.com, and it's got let's see, Bass. Oh, I can't read that
I hope y'all got
backwards.
better eyes than I
I
got.
can't read it backwards, but anyway, they have. He's trying to get a lot of our people, the Chicanos
Let
in
Larry
there,
get up close and personal.
and the Chicanos to record on his label, and if that's possible,
Okay, Larry,
that's
go
gonna
for
be
it.
that'd be a good thing to contact with him because he's into it's bashtownmusic.com, and then the bottom one is silentgiant.com .biz B-I-Z. But,
Eddie, let me ask you, is that a
Chicano
CD?
Soul Shop.
Is that the cover of a CD we're looking at, or is
Yeah,
that
that's
just
the
list?
back of the CD,
Okay.
and he's on the front, and he actually recorded this CD.
Okay.
And it's out for sale. You can buy it on ChicanoSoulShop.com, and he's got a minimal price on it. It's very inexpensive if you want it. There's a lot of oldies,
So
a lot
this
of.
is something that's on the market available?
Yes, sir, it's on the market right now, and
Okay,
it's I've heard a few tracks of it, and it's pretty good music. He's got a few, I think 1 or 2 Tejano songs on there.
Larry, anything catch your eye?
Yes, as a matter of fact, if you look on there, I was thinking that was maybe a top 10, but actually, since you mentioned this is a CD cover, these are the artists that are on there, and so they have 12 songs on there. The artists playing Chicano Soul. So that's another term that we're going to have to define. What does Chicano Soul mean?
Chicano Soul, let's see.
But you can see on there,
That's a
my
California term.
I'm just going to go with the songs. I don't recognize most of those. The songs are "My Angel Baby." It's this. Que será?
Okay.
Remember that song from way back when? Do You Love? Mama Didn't Die.
Okay.
Catch You in the Rebound. The Agony and the Ecstasy. Don't Be Afraid. Don't Tell Me, I'm Going Down, Fly You Away, Devilish Angel, and Corazon.
Okay.
Those titles, you know, they sound like they could be some soul songs
Okay.
from the past. And so, you know, that I'm interested
Main
in.
thing, we let them know that it's available. We're giving some focus to it so that y'all know it's out there. Y'all can
Because
start
a lot
looking
of,
for it.
a lot of that old school stuff is coming back, and
Right.
you can like, cause,
Right.
even in San Antonio, Henry Peña, he's bringing back, he's having, he
You know,
had
Henry
a,
was with us here.
yeah, and he had
came down
he
with
had a couple of events. He had an event about 2 weeks ago or a week ago. He had the old teenagers get together down in.
Well, he got that radio show every Sunday también.
Yeah, the oldies, but that's hitting también, it's waking up a lot of the old teenagers, and,
Okay, if y'all have any questions, you can call DJ Texas Dude, the one that's got that good-looking hat over there in the corner. Mr. Eddie Nunes, area code, go ahead and give me your number.
my number is 512-517-2407. Also, I have DJTexasdude.com. I have Edward Nunez on Facebook. You can look me up. I have
Okay.
another website, and I have actually 3 more. But you can; those are the main ones. You can
Okay.
connect with me. And there's a lot of people that join in from
Larry,
all over.
Larry, give him your contact information.
Yes, just, it's easy to remember my name, Larry Amaro, and look for me on Facebook. Send me a message on Messenger. That's the best way you can reach me.
Okay.
Because I will look at those and I
Okay.
will respond.
And if you want to get a hold of me, you're gonna have to send me smoke signals, because I don't do none of that stuff. You can reach me on the cell phone, area code 512-563-3697. Gracias a todos ustedes, no me despido, sino que hasta la próxima. This is the band we're fixing to feature, Los Marceles. This is the band that's playing from 2 to 6 at the Onion Creek Ballroom today, being sponsored by Siempre Amigos. It's a tardeada. So bye-bye, everybody. We'll see you next week, and we invite you to be with us again. Here we go with Los Marceles.
Come on, folks.
Here's Carlos.
His shirt. His shirt, the way it was hanging out.
Velasquez.
Very casual.
Eddie,
Hold on, let me pick up my
can you
camera.
give us some volume?
Yeah. Which one is the bottom?
I'm trying to identify, where is this at? Is this at the De La Rosa event center? De Carlos Velasquez, or where is this?
No, it's not De La Rosa.
No?
No. Because remember, that's outside.
You're saying this is not outside?
Yeah, I'm saying that this is either indoors or if there's a building with a wall, it's outdoors. You know, it could be the church.